guys, it's Bree. Welcome to another Brain Spill episode. I think we are on episode 8, if I am correct. So today I wanted to talk about feeling too much in the sense of like how I sometimes view myself. So I kind of wanted to just make a whole video just kind of like all about that and just kind of like just speak on like my experience and like say a couple more things and then bounce. So, gosh, I don't even know how I'm gonna start this video. Well, my whole life I have felt that I was too much. I know that I definitely don't feel like I belong sometimes. I need to relax my shoulders, which I think is a common experience with like a lot of people, honestly. But I think like also with being bullied, that also has like plays a part in that. So there's definitely like, you know, trauma in there, obviously. This goes back to my video that I think I posted called Maybe I Am My Own Girl Best Friend, which I realize now that there's nothing wrong with like that. You know, I think that like being your own best friend can be beautiful, but also a lonely experience, you know? I think that I'm very accepting and trusting because I want connection so badly. And because I view people like super highly, basically everyone. But because I have been bullied in the past, I think that I definitely do take like a little bit of those pieces into every like relationship that I form with somebody. Like when I first like start talking to somebody, because I'm like, well, like, you know, like, am I messaging this person too much? Am I being too much? You know, because I was told that a lot of my life, or that I'm, you know, showing too much excitement or something, which, you know, a lot of the times caused me to mask. I'm a very high masking autistic. And then like also just like seeing like other behaviors of people and like wanting to like mirror that so that I didn't get bullied and stuff like that. And I do hope to like start like putting myself first and like growing out of that like people pleasing like thing, and just like really like starting to like accept like myself, because I definitely do like lack in that department, which I know I need to work on. See, sharing this stuff is good, you know, there's nothing wrong with it. Anybody that says or like tries to deny that they're not working on something or that they don't recognize something, point is that we're all working on something and shouldn't be embarrassed. So my experience with autism is that I get really excited about little things, and I mean just really like anything. It might not show outwardly because I've learned to mask that as time has gone on, but on the inside, I'm feeling like, you know, like I'm jumping up and down and I'm like super excited, you know, as to where the outside, like it might not reflect that, which is tough in itself, because like my mom has always been like, why aren't you like excited? And I'm like, I am excited. Like, what are you talking about? And like, you know, I am excited. It just doesn't like reflect. I tend to get excited about things, and like I tend to get excited about like talking to people, just like the simple like act of like talking to people, because I don't get that very often, or like the chance to like interact with like another like girl. That gets me very excited. You know, I'm constantly thinking, well, like they don't seem excited to like talk to me, or like I overthink it a lot. I just feel like this video is like layers upon layers upon layers, but we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep talking and keep rolling with it. Sometimes like I wish that I could tone down a lot of myself, just out of the simple fact that I feel like it's too much for people, because I've been made to feel that way. More oftentimes than not, I'm pretty sure that if you're one of my friends that, like one of my close friends that are watching, you probably have heard me say like, I wish that I could turn the part of myself off that is like caring and loving and like giving. And that's out of the simple fact that I think that like it's too much, or that I'm too passionate for like a lot of people. So okay, so the whole thing that made me like make this video was that the other day I had a reunion with my job program, I got really excited to see some people and was like actually outwardly like showing it on my face and with my body language. Like I was like, you know, running up and hugging different people and like, or like, you know, jumping up and down and like really trying with my facial expressions, because I'm really trying to like make that like a better thing. That's something that I'm working on in terms of like not masking. I just felt like a weird energy toward like from these people, and I don't know if it's because like I feel like, and I have had this conversation with another person in my that was also like in the job program with me, and like he's the best, like I love him, but I've had this conversation with him and like I've kind of been like, you know, I feel like I've outgrown like those people, like not everyone, but just like some people, which is okay. Or like I'm very high masking. That's the thing. I'm very high masking. Like I don't have their level of autism, because it's the truth. I'm very high masking, and like, you know, some of my friends' parents have said, you know, yeah, you definitely, you know, don't have that level of autism. Like even one of my friends has said that, and I think, you know, it's true. And also I think that like a lot of my trauma that I've experienced, like a lot of that has a lot to do with that as well, is that like I know that these people have not experienced like those types of things. So yeah, I didn't know if it was just like the energy of it, or like the fact that like I hadn't seen most of these people, like, you know, because it was even job coaches too. Like I just felt like awkward. Maybe it's because I haven't seen these people in a long time, and maybe that's why it's awkward. Maybe it's because I have, in a way, you know, outgrown these people. But then my brain kind of like was replaying like every interaction, taking me back to how I felt in that moment. And I was like, maybe I am too much, you know, because I showed excitement. I'm really realizing that this video and like a lot of my interactions on my part are me overthinking. And it takes me back to like when like one of my friends was like, I think it was when we first started talking, my friend, he was like, you overthink a lot, it's endearing, or something like that. I don't remember, but something like that. He was like when we first started talking, and I think it's true. I think it's just my brain, because I don't think I know like how to just like be sometimes, which I don't know. It's like, I guess it's just Bree's brain. I guess that's just how my brain works. I guess that's just how like I function. Anyway, so like when I was like kind of like getting excited and everything, like I stopped myself and I was like, am I being too much? Like there was a second there that like I started to like feel bad about myself. And that happens like in a lot of like interactions. And I think, you know, again, it does have to do with like a lot of the trauma. I don't know, like sometimes I feel like I don't feel safe like in my own brain, and I just need to like, you know, learn to not get that way. And I don't know if this is gonna make sense, but I'm gonna say it anyways and then just upload the video, because whatever. Maybe I am too much. Stick with me for a minute. Maybe I am too much in the sense for the people that, you know, simply can't handle me. For the people that like don't reciprocate, or the people that don't want to give me a chance to like get to know me or be my friend. Maybe I am too much when like people like look at me weird when I show off my excitement, when I show off my like something that I'm really like passionate about, such as this, like such as my YouTube channel, you know, like the people that don't give me a chance, like maybe I am too much for them. So I'm trying to like, I guess like switch my thinking in a way and be like, yeah, I am too much for, you know, the wrong people, you know, but I am just the right amount of too much for the right people, and the ones that do know how to interact with me. It makes sense in my brain, at least. And I shared it with like another one of my friends, and he said it made sense. Hopefully it makes sense to somebody out there. Like hopefully what I'm getting at makes sense. Just like if anybody out there that like ever feels like they're too much, just think of it like that. Just think of it in the sense of like, you like, yeah, you're too much for the wrong people. Like why would you want those people in your life anyways? you know? Like, you want people that are gonna support you. You want people that are gonna, like show up for you. Like, why would you settle for, like, people, and this is something that I'm learning this year, especially, like, in my grieving process. Why would you settle for people that, like, don't want anything to do with you? Why would you want to be in those people's presences anyways? I think I'm, like, learning more of that this year, especially just, like, in my grief. And I'm learning to, like, protect my energy, because I know what I give out and what I, you know, and I know how excited I get. I need to, like, start being protective of myself in that way, you know? And I think, like, that's, like, the beautiful part of, like, growth, you know? That's a good part of, like, growing. And I think, like, also because I've gotten my autism diagnosis, I was diagnosed when I was 24, I think that these feelings are coming up, you know? And I think, like, it's okay that they are, because I feel like I've suppressed them a lot to make other people comfortable. Like, being too much can be a good thing. If somebody says to you, like, they do think that you're too much, we'll just be like, okay, go find less. Let them go find less. Let them do that. Being overly passionate, being vulnerable, and, like, being open and honest, and, like, being excited about things are a good thing. I don't know, just embrace your too muchness, because it's something that, like, I'm definitely trying to, like, embrace myself, and something that I have to, like, constantly remind myself. Okay, fuck. Thank you guys for coming along with me for this crazy all over the place brain spill episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you took something from it. Hopefully what I said makes sense. I know that I'm gonna, like, overthink this. I'm gonna try to not overthink it and just upload it. Also, there's somebody that is out in this world that is praying for you to find them, or them to find you, whichever. Let the boys come to you, you know? Because I don't go after guys, so they can come after me, you know? You are everything that somebody is looking for in a friend. You are everything that somebody is looking for in a romantic partner. And you will be just that right amount for, like, those people, those core people. And don't shrink yourself to fit your brain's, like, narrative that it comes up with, or anxieties that it comes up with. Which, again, is easier said than done, but we'll get there someday. And hopefully, like, I still have this channel, like, hopefully, like, if I ever do get to that point. I mean, I don't know, but I hope I will. I think it's a work in progress, you know? I think it's just, like, you just gotta keep, like, working at it and whatever, but, like, I hope that I get to a point where I can look back at this video. I don't watch my videos, by the way, after I upload them. It's very rare that I will. Like, I literally click upload and I am like, okay. But I hope that I can get to a point where someday, if I happen to be just, like, scrolling through my videos and decide, like, I want to go on, like, a marathon of all my videos or whatever, that I come across this and I'm like, okay, like, I've made some progress. Which I think is, like, the beauty of, like, sharing your life online. Because then you have, like, a video diary and stuff like that. Alright, guys. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I know this video was probably all over the place, but that is what a brain spill is, right? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please remember that you are loved, worthy, appreciated. You are beautiful. Please remember to either follow me on Instagram or keep up with me here on the community tab. I post there sometime.